Guys, I've done a lot of crazy videos here on my channel. I spent about $40,000 on cards, as you guys saw with that mystery box I did a couple years ago.
Previously on Yu-Gi-Oh!
This is where the real deal is at. This and the ultra rare prize card is where the money is at. $4,200.
And yes, a couple months ago, I went to YCS Charlotte. And that was one of the worst performing events I've ever been to be honest. Like, I did so bad at the main event that I was just sad. I was crying. I got eliminated. And I went on a shopping spree. This binder. Every card in this binder that I bought over the weekend here at YCS Charlotte, I spent about
$20,000.
So in today's video, we're gonna find out if the $20,000 that I spent at Charlotte was absolutely worth it, or was it absolutely trash. Guys, before we continue further on the video, I'd just like to give a huge shout out to the collector app right here. I recently discovered them within the past couple months, and this app is absolutely amazing. It is free to use, and for those of you who are avid collectors like myself, or you want to get into collecting, this app has everything for Yu-Gi-Oh, Magic, Pokemon, Flesh and Blood, all trading card games, whatever you name it. This app is insane. It's basically an app that tracks how much your collection is worth, and I basically added every single cards from that collection into this app right here. So if you guys want to check out how much your collection is worth and see how much your collection can fluctuate, check out the collectors app, man. This app is absolutely insane. It has all the updated prices on basically every single card when it comes to Yu-Gi-Oh, Pokemon, Magic, and it's just a very fun app for you to use to track your collection. Download it in the link in the description box below. So today I'm with my boy Omar right here, and Omar is the expert in all things Yu-Gi-Oh cards, guys, and I'm super excited today. I spent, Omar, okay, almost $20,000. Guys, I spent a lot of money at the YCS, and let me explain you the story. What happened was that I got very sad and depressed because I got eliminated from the tournament so fast, and that I just went on a shopping spree. You know, it was like a retail therapy that I actually went through. And it wasn't just like, you know, like a $500, it was $19,000. Yeah, so yesterday I gave all my cards to Omar, and he evaluated each and every single card that I bought, and here is my almost $20,000 Yu-Gi-Oh investment. Omar, so what are your thoughts on some of the cards I bought, honestly?
All right, so some of them were kind of really bad, but some of them were actually really good. So some of the ones that you said were near mint were actually mint, while a lot of the ones that you said were near mint were like heavy played.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and for me, like, heavy played means like it has a dent in it. Like that, as soon as it has a dent, I put it as heavy played because
It's gone.
when we take it to PSA, that's an automatic 6 and under.
Automatic.
Right? Automatic. Like, you're not gonna be able to escape that. Most of the time it's 4 and under, but that's kind of the issue with any type of dent. Okay, so the first card is Thunder Giant from Lost Millennium. This is an ultimate rare. This is an extremely clean card, so I highlighted on the top loader any issues that I see, and this one only has like a very small speck of whitening. There is pretty much nothing else on the back of the card. You can see it's like pretty flawless. In my opinion, this is a PSA 9. The reason I drew the arrow here is because I think it's off center, bottom to top.
Yeah.
But otherwise, I think it's a strong PSA 9 candidate. There's a chance that I can get the PSA 10.
Really?
In my opinion, I think that this has a chance.
Wow, I bought them for $200.
That's a really good deal.
Yeah.
This card, for some reason, is
It's
the
so
most
so cheap.
it's so cheap, and it's the most abundant out of any elemental hero.
What does that mean?
Abundant means like there's so many of them on the market.
Yeah.
For some reason, like this is a lot easier to pull than every other one.
Wow.
So yeah, that's why like this doesn't go for a lot, but it's like the second most iconic one. Like Shining Flare, you know, third iconic one. Like this one, Shining Flare and Flame Wingman are the most used ones by Jaden. So I don't really get it. I really love this card, and the hollow foil pattern is just gorgeous. Look at that.
This is a strong candidate for a 9.
Definitely, I think it's PSA 9 for sure. Thunder Giant, another one. This PSA 9. Again, the only spec on this one is just at the top right here.
Yeah.
And then there's a small one right there. But in my opinion, I still think it deserves a PSA 9. There's nothing really wrong on the back. It's a little OC top to bottom, but not enough to kind of like bring it down to like an 8 in my opinion. I think this is a really good PSA 9.
Right.
But I did write just in case PSA is harsh. I think this, like, it can go down to an 8. It's not as strong as the other one that I pointed out, but this is definitely a really good copy. $700, really good in my opinion. What'd you pay for this one? Value, worth it.
Yeah,
definitely.
All my Thunder Giants I bought 200.
Beautiful. Yeah, this top tier card in my opinion.
Wow. Okay.
All right, next up is another Thunder Giant.
Ooh, PSA 10.
Yeah, I think
You think so?
I think this definitely
my
has a
God.
chance to PSA 10. And what's really cool about this one is this is European.
How do you know?
So you could take a look at the stars. I'm going to show you actually real quick. So you see this, first of all, the colors. You see the purple here? It's like, it pops a lot more than the other one.
Wow.
But then look at the stars. Compare this one with this.
Oh, it's more embossed.
It's more embossed, exactly right.
Wow.
Yeah, so this one is super clean, and that's very rare for European copies. And it's on point center. I mean, bottom I would say is PSA 9, but I think this has a chance at PSA 10. And it's a European copy. That's a huge plus.
Oh, so European is always better.
European is definitely well, not always, but for most cases. In this case, definitely it's better. Yes. Elemental Hero Shining Phoenix Enforcer. This is PSA 9 and 10. Very clean. I really couldn't find anything wrong with it. The only issue that I thought it might bring it down is just the top to bottom centering, but it's again not even that bad. Very nice card in my opinion.
So, wait,
PSA 9 is $1,000 plus.
I want PSA 10.
This is a low pop card. This means like there's not a lot of them out there, and for some reason this is the freaking hardest one to pull. Like out of everything, it's this and Air Neos. They're the hardest elemental heroes to pull. We have Crystal Beast, Topaz Tiger. This is gonna grade PSA 8 or lower. I don't think you should grade this.
We're not grading that.
The grading cost is pretty much as much as the card itself.
Wow, I bought it for 100.
Yeah,
So
so
I
this one you
lost.
probably neg like $20. Yeah.
Oh, I negged.
It's definitely, I would say it's very light played, but again, like I'm being kind of generous. I think that this is light played in my
Wow.
opinion.
Okay.
Next up, this is
Oh.
PSA 6. So this,
100%.
yeah, what'd you pay for this one?
900.
That's definitely on the upper tier. The thing is that this card is playable, so even in raw form, it has a ton of money. It's worth a ton of money. It has a light dent that goes.
Oh my.
Yeah, so this has a dent going like right there.
No, no.
Unfortunately.
How many Cyber Dragons do I have in there? One, right?
Four.
4 of them. Okay.
4 of them. Yeah.
Okay, we'll see. I'm not too sure which one, but these I paid 900 for.
Yeah.
There's one I paid 1200 for though.
Oh really?
Is this the best looking one?
No, this is not the best one. No. You have the best looking one coming up. But this is the second best looking one. Yeah.
So like.
But this is
we're
actually
grading-
not bad. Like people would be okay buying this one because it really doesn't show through the sleeve, and you have to be like kind of a conditioned geek to kind of look for stuff like that. Most people wouldn't notice it.
How much is that?
I would say that you can get almost near mint price on this one because everything else is pretty clean. Like you can see there's no like back scratches or anything like that.
Wow.
So this is the only issue on it. So I do believe like this maybe happened like while putting in the binder or something like that. But anyway, this is gonna get maybe $800. You could probably get.
800?
It's super playable, yeah. So people will still play this in their deck. They'll
Not
still
bad.
enjoy it, yeah.
So I lost 100 bucks.
This one, PSA 9.
Okay, I bought this for like 40 bucks.
This
This is for
is-
fun. This is for fun. I bought it for fun. Like,
This is not bad. This is not
a cool
bad.
GX card.
This is not bad. Like, this is one of those where it's like a little, a little too expensive for no reason. Like, I don't understand why this is so much.
Yeah, bro. No, I just bought Ultimate Rares because I like them,
Yeah,
you know?
I don't blame you. Ultimate Rare is probably one of the best rarities. PSA 8, very light played. This one, I didn't highlight anything because like it just had a lot of issues on the back. Like I would be circling the whole card. If so this is, I would say $100. It's a little bit more expensive than Crystal Beast Tiger,
Yeah.
but otherwise, I think it's a binder copy. It's for your deck. I don't think this is grade worthy. This
Oh, this is ass.
this is really bad. Yeah. So this one actually, it's not like the other Cyber Dragon. This is the reason I gave this one a 4, is because you're gonna see this one.
Oh, that's ass.
Like this one has the dent is
Oh, I see. I see.
you can see it like here, like you can see like it's kind of bending this way,
Oh, so it's less damage.
and you can actually take a look at it, Sam, right here, like very creased.
Or it's damage, right? Yeah, I see it right there. Yeah.
right there. You see that line right there? Like you can see the card is peeling almost. It's very hard to catch on camera, but oh, right there.
Yeah. I see it. I see it. Yep.
Yeah. So that's
GG. I bought 200 for it.
yeah.
200.
So this one you're probably gonna lose money on it. Probably 150 bucks, 100 bucks, something like that.
Wow.
This is a clean PSA 9,
Same thing.
flawless, no circling anywhere that I did on this. Very clean. The only issue is off center, and that's why I gave it PSA 9. This can squeak for the 10. Like if you're lucky, like if we're subbing all of those, I'm sure one of them will get the 10.
Yeah.
But I definitely think you should sub this one. This one is pretty bad. Not catching it, but
Oh, I see it. I see it. Yeah. Oh my
and
god.
then, like you can see it here, like very clearly when you look at the card, like you can see it.
How much is that?
You see that? Like
I-
it's
I
right
see
there.
It. I see it. I see it. I see it.
Yeah, in person it shows a lot better. The lighting here is really strong, but this is worse than the other one over there. Like this one you can see in clear daylight.
How much is that?
I would say that like 600. I'd say 600.
Like why are Cyber Dragons so expensive? Well, like yeah, I negged on that. I spent 800.
This is max rarity, right? Like
Yeah.
this is max rarity. Even if they bring up the ghost, even if they bring out like another ultimate rare, the box for this is like 5Gs, right? 5Gs to get a Cyber Dragon, the one Cyber Dragon. Like imagine how much money you have to put in order to pull one of these, right? Compared to, for example, an OTS, $1,000 you get 3 of them or
Yeah.
something like that. You
Yeah,
know what I mean?
yeah,
Like it's crazy. This is even if they bring out higher rarities, like quote unquote rarities,
Yeah.
this is still gonna be the most because you cannot get this for cheap. You know what I mean? Yeah. This is one of the most beautiful cards. Like just the, you know, the portrait style artwork where there's not a lot going on. So beautiful. This is trash. This is heavy plate card.
Okay. I bought these for fun, just for fun.
Yeah, like this one you can see the card even peeling here. This is really bad.
I spent next to nothing on these. Like, these are just for fun.
Yeah, so that one's definitely not great.
Trash.
I didn't even get value for that one. Same with this one, same thing. This is actually worse than that one. Even though that one is peeling, this one has like so much play.
This is for my Gemini hero deck. Don't worry, it's being played.
Yeah, like you can see whining all over it. It's really bad. I would say this is heavy played for sure.
Trash. Okay. Yeah,
This is definitely not worth it.
I bought these for fun. Oh, what is that?
This is super clean. Like this is actually packed fresh. There's not a dent on this thing.
Shout out to Gage, bro. I got this from Gage.
I don't have a price for this because like this is one of those cards where, in my opinion, it's better to throw in your binder and never play with it and wait until the 5Ds era gets into prominence for grading, if that makes sense. Right now it's only OG and GX. 5Ds isn't really there other than the ghost. What's the rock art for this? Like 100 bucks?
500.
500 bucks? Oh wow. This is 500 bucks?
Yeah.
Holy smokes. Then most of the value is gonna already be eaten up in the rock card. Like even if I grade this PSA 10, it's kind of like the metamorphosis that we were talking about. So metamorphosis, the reason that PSA 10 doesn't fetch a huge price is because the raw damn card is like $1,000. When you have $1,000 card, how much higher can you go for a mint copy? This is like that. This is 500 bucks to begin with, right? So condition doesn't really matter anymore. Now, even if you grade this for PSA 10, it's gonna be like 750 bucks, maybe $1,000. This is a clean card, just OC. Not sure why you bought this.
30 bucks.
Yeah, this is like maybe $70 PSA 9. Yeah, this is trash. This is PSA 4. Transcendent Wings. It's so bad. This is actually near mint. So I would say this is PSA 150. I don't think you should grade this one because again, like nobody's really collecting these at the moment. But this is definitely a near mint copy. Very nice. All right. So this one is the. So you bought this one as a set. You told me. So this is PSA 4, PSA 7, and PSA 8 to 9.
Wow, I thought these were clean. To be honest, when I bought them, I thought it was from a trusted source. I literally made a mistake. I should have checked the condition. Omar checked it, and I freaked out because the seller was like, "This is a mint," and I spent 3,500 US on a whole set.
This one you definitely take a
Like,
bath on.
like I got cooked, like curry cooked.
Yeah, like these you're not even these are not even like worth grading, to be honest with you. And that's very rare to say when it comes to Sacred Beast. But like this one, like
Right? Oh my! Ow! I got cooked. I got cooked heavy.
And it has like a lot of playwear here, like you can see a lot of whitening and stuff
I
like that.
cannot believe it, bro. I literally, it was my fault. Like, I should have checked the condition, bro. I've just trusted the seller, and you know, I got Triff vouched for this guy, and Triff's one of my closest friends, and if Triff vouched for him, I'm gonna trust Triff. But then after that, like I you know, it's my mistake. Like, it literally, like I got cooked.
For me, the dent thing, like it completely takes the card out, if that makes sense. Out of any type of contention, the dents are really bad, and that's why it's really hard. Like a lot of people try to sell soft corners, for example.
What's soft corners?
Like it's when you have the card kind of, you know, like it's very bendy.
Oh,
you know what I'm talking about?
That's damage.
That's like really bad. Yeah, that's like PSA 4 as well. That's not acceptable as like not near mint or light played. I don't think that this was a malicious sale by any means, because this is very hard to notice.
Yeah,
like you need a keen
100%.
eye for this.
No, I don't think the seller was trying to be malicious either.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Especially because this one's actually really mint. Like this is actually
clean.
Yeah, this is actually really nice. So it's like, why would you sell this one if you thought it was very mint with these guys that are not very mint if you didn't think that these were mint? You know what I mean?
How much is this Uriah now? How much do you think it was? I swear, I thought Uriah.
If you're honest with the buyer and you tell them that there's a dent, most likely you're gonna get an offer of like $500 to $600.
100%.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
So yeah.
And then this one.
He said he told me this is 1600.
No, PSA 9 is 1600. You can get PSA 9, which is mint for $1,600.
Wow. I got curried.
This is the worst one out of the three.
Really?
Yeah, like not a lot of people like this one. No, I'm talking in like favorability. Yeah, Hammond, nobody likes them. So it's like PSA 8. PSA 7 is around $800. So it's basically a raw price for this card. It's okay. It has a little bit of whitening there, and then a lot of back scratches on the back. All right, so this is another set that you have. Another one.
I bought this whole set, 2,500.
This one's actually
2,500 for the whole set.
This is okay. Like I think that this is none of these match up to the Raviel here, but most of these are better than the Uriah, if that makes sense. So like these fall in between these two conditions.
True.
I would say they're light played. The PSA 8 to 9 is better than the rest here, other than the Raviel, but the other ones, like this is really bad. Like you can see the whitening on the corners, right? Like you can see that. So, and then more whitening on the back. Again, it's like LP condition. I wouldn't say that this is near mint, and that's why I gave it like the base price, which is $800. These cards are so obnoxiously rare. Like they're so, like I don't know what Konami was thinking.
This is a European one? No.
This is European, yes.
I
was just gonna point that out once I got to it, but these things are so obnoxious. Like I don't understand what Konami was thinking when they were making Sacred Beast. It's like impossible to pull these. Like it's so difficult. So that's why they catch like such a high premium on the aftermarket, even in LP condition. So I would say this is $800. This PSA 8 to 9 is actually clean. It's just off center and has some whitening. So I would say that this is $1,200, and then this is mildly played. This is pretty beat, to be honest with you. Like, right there, whitening, lots of whitening at the top. But this is European, so that's kind of normal for them. European on these ones doesn't show as much. You can still see a little bit of depth to this card compared to this one, but it doesn't show as much as like something like the older sets. Still very nice card, but yeah, I wouldn't rate this too high. This one you said 2,500, which is pretty much exactly what I rated them at. 700, 1,200, and then it's 600, which is like pretty much what I would say, like it's fair market value. And then this one is super clean, but it has an indentation from the back. This is unfortunate because this is right out of the pack. You can tell like look at this, it's like clean, but you see the dent right there? This is a very nice binder copy. Yeah, so this one you can see that there's a dent here, the line here, that's the Alti line, and they sometimes they hit you for that, sometimes they don't. This right here, you see the heavy emboss, this they're gonna hit you for. They're not gonna let this go.
Yeah,
you see what I'm saying?
Yeah, but all Alti comes like that though.
Yeah, I know. That's why Altis are hard to grade, because so they hit you. Like sometimes you might get the casual grader that is not really too picky, and he's gonna let this slide because he's gonna be like, I mean, I would let this slide if I was grading. Like, I don't see a problem with this. This is literally right from the factory. It's a clean card. It's never been played. Why are you docking somebody for that? But for some reason they do. I don't agree with that decision. But unfortunately they still do that. Yeah. We have Glow Neos. This is one of those cards that has been counterfeited by UDE. So there is a silver stamp version of this card, just like the Flame Wingman, but the Flame Wingman is the most popular one because most people didn't know about it. But this one has a dimple on the back, that's why I give it PSA 8, like 150 bucks, 200 bucks. It's not very expensive because not a lot of people are collecting stone. But in my opinion, I think that these cards are underrated. I think stone ultimate rares are very underrated because that box is very difficult to get. Grand Neos, PSA 6. This has soft corners. I'll show you what soft corners are.
Oh,
you see that?
Bro, how do you see that, bro? I didn't see this there.
Yeah, that is called the soft corner. It's like where the card is very fragile here. It bends very easily.
So it's like not gradable.
Cyber Dragon. This is heavy played. This is just heavy played. Like there's no dents. It's just used like crazy. Like you can see, like there's a lot of whitening at the top there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So it's like this is that card for sure. This is beat played. Again, no creases, but again whitening like crazy everywhere. So yeah, 200 bucks.
Yeah, how much is this?
Like 600 bucks. Oh,
Wow. Not bad.
Again, it's very playable, so people will still pay up. This is beat like crazy. I didn't even bother sleeving this one because it's so bad. It's like really bad. Let's take a look at it actually.
I bought it for like 400.
This is really bad. Yeah. Yeah, this one through the washing machine.
I was definitely on something when I bought this.
This is PSA 9. This is, I think, the one that you paid a lot for.
Yeah, I paid 1,200 for it.
Yeah,
So
it's worth. It's basically PSA 9 price. Yeah, but this has chance at PSA 10. So like, this one I would still recommend you sub. The only issue I found with this one is just the centering at the top is just a little bit off. They might hit you for that, but for the most part, I don't think that. I mean, there's a little bit of winding back. PSA will let that go. Like, PSA is more stingy about centering than they are about actual condition. Like, I swear to God, this is kind of crazy. This one, I'll definitely recommend you sub. If it hits a 10, you're plusing like 5 times. Yeah.
How much is it in 6 racks?
5,000 to 6,000. Yeah. Very light played to near mint. It's PSA 9. I think that you should. All it has is just some light back scratches. Otherwise, it's, in my opinion, a very clean card. I would still sub this one because you're not gonna get any value for this because nobody cares about these Neos cards for some reason.
Really? Like no one cares about Neos?
Like nobody cares about the flare or dark or glow Neos for some reason. They care about air Neos. They care because that one's never been reprinted, and then for some reason these ones like get the shaft. Nobody cares about them. Air Neos, again, this card will never be reprinted. So
yeah. That's why I bought it. 400.
Yeah. LP. So it's not. You're not. It's 200 bucks. Wild Edge. This is really nice. It just has whitening at the top here. It's a pretty big whitening, unfortunately, because it's European. This is a European copy, and the European is plagued with this. Like, I did a video on my channel where I was like showing how much damage they have, and like they're really bad. It's unfortunate, but because they look so good, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, this is PSA 8. I don't recommend you grade this one. 300 bucks. Probably. This is very light played. 125. Most of the value is in the playability. It's not really in the card because nobody gives a damn with this.
Riser.
125.
How's the gauge?
This is heavy played.
It's heavy played?
This is HP.
Gauge! You said it was mint, Gauge!
Yeah, this is
Gauge!
This has like dents. And actually, I might have undergraded this one. Like, it has like these dimples in them. You see like all of these like
people were poking on them.
Yeah, like usually when you get a piece of dust and you put it in the sleeve, the dust kind of presses into the card and it creates an imprint, and that's where these things come from right here, because this is not actually dust or scratches. Like, this is literally an imprint on the card.
Yeah, Gauge. What's wrong with you, Gauge? What's wrong with you? Gauge!
This one is light played, 75 bucks.
I spent 1,000 on the whole set.
Yeah, I mean, maybe in like a couple of years you might be able to make your money back if Kaya's grades.
But... He's like, yeah, Sam, you got cooked by Gauge. He's like, oh yeah, you got cooked.
PSA 8. This is like 300 bucks in PSA 8.
Bro,
It's
about 50
nice.
bucks.
This is not bad actually. This is one of the more underrated cards because this is not playable. Like not a lot of people play this, but
Looks really good.
it's a cover card too
Yeah.
for Force of the Breaker.
I like that. I like this card. It's really
Shining Flare. This one I thought you did really well on it. This is PSA 9.
good. 100%. I think so.
I think it can. Yeah, I think this is PSA 9 easy to be honest with you. Like
Even with that
this is
little
the
whitening?
this is the only issue on there, and it's not even like that bad to be honest with you. Like this is the only thing. Even this right here is like barely there, in my opinion. And there's like no playwear on the back, no light scratches, nothing like that. When you have no light scratches, they really care about that, so they know that this is kind of like out of the pack like this, if that makes sense. It's not done because of damage. This is European, one of the more beautiful cards in the
So
game.
nice.
Look at that. Oh my goodness.
So, wow. This is like one of my favorite cards.
Yeah.
It's so good.
In European, it looks really nice. This is played for sure, but great binder copy. These cards look so good in the binder, especially European.
Wow. Who's better, European or Asian
Asian English. Asian English does this, unfortunately. Because Asian English, it actually has like more texture, and then the card stock is even better than North American.
Wow.
Yeah, like Asian English is like crazy. We should do a video just on that.
Yeah, I'm down. I'm down.
Yeah, so that's Shining Flare Wingman.
Yep.
This is Unlimited PSA 9, in my opinion. This is a really nice copy. You
Yeah.
can probably get 700 to 800 bucks.
Dim Joe. 300.
This is not bad. PSA 7 is going for around 500 bucks, so you might be able to make a little bit of money.
What's wrong with this card? Just OC?
It's OC, and there's like a little bit of light scratches on the back. That's it.
Okay.
And then last but not least is Grandmark, PSA 8 to 9. This is a pretty clean copy. It's $150 plus because it's just super playable.
All right. Okay. Cool.
So Metamorphosis is basically a card that is retaining a lot of its value because of how playable it is. So when you grade a card like that, you don't gain a lot of value because most people who are willing to pay $800 for a Metamorphosis want it for their deck, right? So if it's in a slab, that's pretty much useless to them. So there's no market for PSA 9 or PSA 10 Metamorphosis super rare from Champions Pack, right? And that's the biggest problem with grading playable cards, right? Like if I grade Treeborn Frog, raw copy is 200 bucks. If I grade it, I get PSA 10, I'm only gonna get like $500-600 for it because nobody's paying $200 for Treeborn Frog unless they want it in their deck. That makes sense?
Right.
And the same logic applies to Metamorphosis.
Well, I bought the whole set for 2,800 US. Whole set.
It's actually not bad. Again, like a lot of people need these for their decks. It's like probably the most staple card you'll ever see.
Yeah.
Even the common card is like $15, which is insane. So I think that you did okay. I think that it's fair market value. I think it's fair. I don't think you got a good deal. I don't think you got ripped off. I think it's fair market value.
Okay. And like what's the condition look like? Was it clean?
I would say that they are very light played.
Very light play.
Very LP. Yeah.
VLP. What makes them VLP?
They just have a little bit of scratching on the back. Like you can tell that there's not pack fresh near mint, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
And they just have a little bit of play wear, so it's very light play, like very, very light play. It's just light scratches on the back.
PSA grading, you guys see on the screen is how much it is. Without just minus 3,000, that's the price that I got raw. So
Yeah.
I need to send a PSA to make my money back.
You have to, yeah, because the PSA grades that where you get the 9s, that's basically gonna make up for all the cards that you got hosed on.
So guys, did I get cooked? Let me know in the comment section below. And guys, if you're interested, right now Omar and I are using this app called Collector. We're putting all our collections on there, and it's a good way for you guys to track your stuff. The app is absolutely free. We added all those cards already into my collection. Omar has a crazy insane collection on the Collector app as well. So if you guys are interested on having a nice portfolio and for absolutely free, you know what I'm saying, check out the Collector app in the link description box below. It's a really fun app, man. It's a really fun app. And guys, check out Omar's channel in the link description box below. He's on the come up, guys. He's the number one. He's the most trusted collector that I know. So, like any prices I know, I always come to you first. I always ask you for all the information. Omar has top tier information when it comes to all these stuff. And you've been doing this for a long time too, right? I'll be on Omar's channel as well and for a podcast really soon. So make sure you guys stay tuned for that. Thank you guys so much for watching. Did I get cooked? Let me know in the comments below. All right, guys. Peace out.
Peace.